But just, but yeah, just the game's atmosphere is just so good. It's just so much like a horror game. And like, if I had to, there's one game I'd compare it to, but for those of you that somehow haven't played this game, that would probably actually spoil a lot of the game somehow. But if one of the best ways I can describe it is like, it's a lot like the Resident Evil 3, I guess, where you're just like, I feel like BSL would be about as big as a city, realistically speaking. But like, it's a lot like that because you got, you know, everything's infected. There's like, you're usually on your own more than anything, and you have like this big hulking super badass out after you that you can't. All right, I don't need to say. Well, let's at least just, I guess, clear the map area. Map area is not a thing necessary for completion, but you know, for me it's just like, why not? Yep. He's gonna do that, isn't he? Well, at least this one's a little more generous than his older brother, I guess. I don't know. You know, I have to wonder how many people fell for this as a kid. I know I didn't, which is funny because I never played Metroid. If I did, it was like 5 minutes. Oh, I thought that would have killed me. Nice. Nice. God. Oh. Also, I don't like the charge beam that much. Like, I mean, yeah, I like its strength, but I'm not a fan of the noise it makes. It's just too loud for me. So, if I use it, it's probably only going to be out of necessity or something. I'm going to try and use missiles instead. Yeah, this is the... Oh, for God's sakes. Yeah, this is the room I was thinking of with the other, up in the corner. Right. Screw it. Miss point blank. Man, the stormtroopers would be so proud of me. It's gonna go away, isn't it? No, there it goes. Bye. Go become a lethal bunny or something. Yeah, I'm just gonna use missiles instead. You get so many missiles in this game, and I hardly ever use them. Oh well, I guess I should show this off. The charge beam is the best weapon in the game, basically, because you'll notice I'm clipping through this. That's not the main reason for it. Well, that's not a very good show off of it, because it takes 3 missiles to destroy it, but there's a flare at the beginning of the at the end when you actually fire the charge beam, and it'll do extra damage. So that's always like something really good to try out. It's just to just, you know, get up close and personal. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Get up close and personal with the enemy and just let loose a charge shot. They'll take damage from not only the... I'm taking so many hits that I don't need to take. Yeah, that's another thing. You'll notice that X-Parasite kind of just hovered and started flickering. That's another thing I like about this game, is that the enemies, because of the way everything's designed, the enemies will reform into something else if left alone long enough. Well, hey Jimmy. Having fun? You enjoying clawing my bed out? You gonna stop anytime soon? You gonna go into the bed, or you gonna climb up top? You're welcome to climb up top, I know it's warm. I mean, I only got up about an hour ago, probably. And surprisingly enough, it's really not cold in here. I was kind of expecting it to be a lot more cold with how utterly frigid it is in, excuse me, outside. Because it's, like, it is completely coated outside. I remember when I left work, it was, like, at best, a light dusting. And now it's just, now it's just someone either dumped a box of baking soda, flour, or sugar over the entire city. The biggest box you could find. Also, I'm not going to voice in Samus's inner monologue. There's no way, but I will say, it's so, like, Metroid Fusion had a way of building up Adam as, like, this absolute, just, total badass who was also, you know, a great commander to his soldiers, a proper leader. And just, and then Other M happened. I actually remember seeing, I had never watched the video, but I remember I saw a video about, like, I caught a glimpse of a video about, like, an actual former military personnel, I believe. Oh yeah. I have learned the identity of our mysterious saboteur. Samus, it's an X mimicking you. I have named it the Sa-X. The Sax. I believe the Sa-X came from the capsule containing your infected suit parts. It used a power bomb to escape the quarantine bay. That explosion breached the capsules containing all the X that started this disaster. But the Sa-X is definitely our biggest worry right now. The Sa-X is mimicking you at full power. You can't face it. If you see the Sa-X, just run. Don't think about fighting. Kinda like Nemesis. Except Nemesis, you could fight. You could wound. And you could stop temporarily. And you even got, I think, rewards for doing so. But this thing is indestructible right now. You are still very vulnerable to cold, an unexpected side effect of the Metroid vaccine. Like Metroids, you can be frozen by an ice beam. Of course, the Sa-X is armed with the ice beam. Stay away. If you see it, just run. HQ says they have bomb data ready in the data room. Bombs will help you find a way out if the Sa-X traps you. The data room is here, but it's sealed by a level 1 hatch. You'll have to find the security room and release the level 1 locks. But per safety protocols, it's not marked on the map. You'll have to find it on your own somehow, Samus. So, first find the security room and unlock level 1 hatches, then go to the data room and get that bomb data. Is your objective clear? Keep an eye out for the Sa-X. It's probably S-A-X now that I think about it if I really had to guess, but... yeah, I'm not one for pronunciation. The only time I actually care is when I talk to my mom and she's like, oh, you're pronouncing this wrong. What's in here? Right. Yeah... Can I can jump high enough, but... Oh right, now I remember. Yeah, I actually don't quite need to come here yet. That takes off a lot more health than I expected. Wow. I mean, yeah, I know Samus is vulnerable because that suit is not exactly very well armored, but Jesus. Yeah, you can tell I've probably played the game too much when I just don't care about hits. And I'm confident in my ability to, you know, survive. But yeah, we'll be back there towards the end of this area. And now I'm a little better up on health, so... But yeah, one of the things I actually like about this game is, and this is something that a lot of people don't like about this game, but the game is very linear. And I actually don't mind this, because here's the thing. They use the linearity to the game's advantage. Like, even if it's going from point A to point B, you know, sometimes, like here, you'll have to go to point C before you can go to point B. Because, you know, you have an objective. And a lot of people say the game holds your hand. It's like, yeah, sure. Oh, wait. No. Okay, I want to say there's something this way, but if there is, it's probably going to be either bombs or something much later in the game that we need to get that. And I don't remember if there's anything here. Okay, no, this is the room I think I'm thinking of. But... You know, I think that... No, I don't think there's actually anything here yet. After recording, I'll probably take a look. But I'm fairly certain that whatever's there is something for endgame, honestly. But, yeah, like, sure, you're told where to go by the computer because, you know, you're given your objective. Hey, go to this and take care of this. Sure. But you're not necessarily, you know, told... Stop that. You're not necessarily really told how to get there, and like I said, oftentimes you'll have to do something else before you can go to point B. And point C, if you're told to find something like that, you're not shown where it is. And they give a legitimate reason for it. Now, granted, they use it a lot. This isn't going to be the first time... Okay. This isn't going to be the first time where... Alright. Yeah, this is actually a good opportunity to test out our bombs. Also, for those of you who may have played this game and, like, or not played this game, but may have played, like, say, Super Metroid, maybe even the original Metroid, and you've never played this, I'll tell you right now, you cannot bomb jump in this game. Like, barely maybe, but it's not going to be doing anything, and this game is severely hard-coded for you to do the order it tells you to go in. There's one instance where that's not necessarily the case, and I'm not about to go and try that yet. God, I am absolutely terrible with accuracy in this game. But yeah, there's one place where you can, quote-unquote, sequence break. And there's nothing here, is there? There is... No, there... Okay. Ha! I knew something had to be in here. Question is... Haha! Oh. That's gonna be right here, isn't it? Like I said, I remember a lot of this game, but at the same damn time, I don't remember jack. But I have completely forgotten what I was talking about. So yeah, like, you're told where to go, you know, and yeah, you have a commanding officer for this game. But compared to, say, Other M, where Samus just refuses to use certain abilities because there's actually also a reason for, you know, her not using abilities. She doesn't have them. So, you know, she can't use the gravity suit because she no longer has the gravity suit. Or, you know, and there's a reason. Actually, what's funny is the most contentious thing about Other M. Jesus Christ. The authorization. What is that, a Destiga? No, Deskiga. It's some side opera thing, I know that much. But yeah, shoot it, it'll counter you. With thorns from its thighs. You don't want that thing crushing your head between its thighs. But yeah, the worms are called Zeros, that's always a funny name to me. Oh, am I out of missiles? I'm out of missiles. But now I'm topped off, yeah. If you find a red X parasite, get it. I mean, they're obvious where you'll get them anyway, for the most part. Just look for the very obvious recolors. But yeah, like, the authorization mechanic. Like, you're only authorized to open certain things at certain times, and, like, that's a reason you're on, like, you know, you're on a very sensitive space station full of research materials. So, and you're only going to be allowed to do certain things at certain times. Right, I don't have that part of the map unlocked yet. And that's just a save room. But yeah, like, you're only allowed to have certain things open at certain times as necessary. So it's not, so it's like you're actually under a command, you're not just putting yourself under command for, you know, because, hey, you gotta. What's in here? Oh, okay. You know what? I'm actually gonna come back here after I get something. Okay, down there, yeah. Oh, for God's sakes. Down, okay. Yeah, let's go in here. I don't need to go up there yet. Down there's a save room. Up there is something we can't access yet because we don't have the right way, right material, weapon, whatever. Upgrade. There's nothing in here. There's a room like this where if you like bomb here, you'll find an upgrade, but I'm not gonna bother with that yet. Oh man. The first time I actually played this game, I went. You know what? This actually reminds me of. It's in Nausicaa, Valley of the Wind. This kind of reminds me of Nausicaa, with all these spores and just this Hulkin thing. But when I first played the game, I went along the map, like the bottom route. I went here. And that was just a whole lot of fun. Actually, first time I got hit by that. Okay, cool. So the charge beam actually does take care of them faster. That's actually good to know. And now for a condom with teeth. That's really what this is. I forgot how many shots it actually takes to just blow out one of the sections, but like you can't really go wrong with this missile spam. This really isn't a difficult boss in any stretch of the imagination. Wow! Wow! As soon as I said that, just missed every single shot by a hair. Oh my god. Just absolute. And now it looks like the Digimon from, God, what is it? Oh no, oh no, ow. I used to be able to just not take hits on anything from the bosses in this game. Just, nope. Nope. Oh, okay, except for the obvious bosses. And I'm sure you could think of the 3. I guess there's technically 4, because there's one that is just too big. That you're just guaranteed to take a hit. But, I am so bad with keeping track of my thoughts and what I was saying last. But yeah, just... Also, there is something over there, but that's way late in the game. Also, you cannot blow out this floor if you're wondering. But, oh yeah, they're undergoing metamorphosis, I believe is the term. It's probably the term. I'm probably just. Also, we can't go back. You know what? I don't care. Whatever. Just take the hit. Anyway, this is one thing I want to bring up about why I like this game. This thing is so terrifying. Just the sound of its footsteps, just seeing Samus, essentially herself, walking through the system, ship. Walking through the station, I guess is the better term. And just, you know, It's like, what do you do about something like that? Because that thing is just so... You can't do anything about it. It's just there. And again, it has like everything you have at the end of Super, save like the Hyper Beam. Oh, hey Timmy. Get rid of the fish. Don't let the fish reform into an even bigger fish. That'd be smart. And pipe. Yeah, I need that. Oh yeah, how am I supposed to... You know, it's funny, there's probably a way I can get over there, and I could have gotten that earlier, but... Honestly, it's just easier to get this here. I'm pretty sure most speedrunners probably wait until, like, the end of the game to get these things. Because, just, you have better movement options underwater. Spoilers, yes, you're gonna get the gravity suit in this game. No, it's not coming anytime soon. Like, we'll get it before you realize it, sure. The game's... Fusion is not a long game. Which is... Actually, it's kind of funny. I remember seeing people criticizing this game for being so short, but it's like... Technically... Oh yeah, you can't even get this without the high jump anyway, never mind. But technically speaking, like... Aren't all Metroid games, like with the exception of, say, the Prime games, really short anyway? Because, I mean... They're designed that realistically you can beat them within a couple of hours, and that way you don't need to go that way. There's nothing there for you, so don't worry about it. I want to say there's something here, and I want to say I'm wrong. Okay, I must be mixing something. I'm mixing something up. I know that. I might be thinking of Sector 5. Yeah, I think there's something there. Oh no. I'm here, I think. Yeah, this is where it is. Yeah. Because you can actually just barely see that off screen. That miscolored pixel. But yeah, just... God, what was... Oh... I need to... just finish my thoughts before I start running my mouth in any other direction. That was just back there. So yeah, let's go back up here and get that thing I was talking about earlier. Now I have to wonder what these are called. Also, if you press A in air and you just jump straight, you will, you'll do a flip. It's quite handy for positioning, I guess. But, yeah. Yeah, everyone, like, criticizes this game for, you know, being so short. And it's like, really, all Metroid games are kind of short if you think about it. But, wow, I'm only for, like, about an hour. But, you know, that's actually pretty good. So I'm gonna stop right here, and next time we return to Fusion, we'll continue and see what Adam has for us. Till next time.